Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. This is the match preview for the Merseyside derby, Everton v Liverpool. This is the last Merseyside derby for Jurgen Klopp. It's a chance for Everton to break an unwanted record that we haven't beaten them at home since his 9 year spell. In his 9 year spell, sorry. And it's embarrassing, and I feel like I'm starting to say this every time a Merseyside derby comes around, especially at home, because we beat them at Anfield with no crowd. I get that, but still we had to do it, and we did it. Um, and if you told me when I left school in 2010 that we wouldn't win a Merseyside derby for another 14 years, potentially more, I would have looked at you and gone, "You're fucking crazy." Liverpool are better than us, we know that. It was better than us back then. But 14 years, 14 chances, and they've had some pretty okay squads at the time. They've had teams that have came with a lot of injuries. They came with obviously sides that are in top form who could beat anyone in the world. You could argue they was one of the probably the best team in the world at some point. Um, yes, we haven't lost loads. At home, I think it's only two in Jurgen Klopp's reign. Um, the second one came last season, and it's a chance for us to finally win a game against Jurgen Klopp at home. Um, to cement our place in the Premier League next season. I think, in my opinion, we should only be one win away. Um, but you just never know, don't you? So, mathematically, you need probably two wins, but a win here would be magical to end potentially their title hopes. I mean, you just can't imagine City and Arsenal drop many points if Liverpool lose in this game. Um, I still think they've got a chance. Um, and we need to do our bit, and it could be an absolute double win for us if we become. Actually, it could be a triple win. The fact we haven't beat them in years, that's an unwanted record gone. For us to potentially probably stay up if we win, and also to end Liverpool's title hopes would be absolutely fantastic. It's one of them dreams which the dream when you're younger and it doesn't, 99.9% chance won't happen. And that's the case here because there's absolutely no chance in hell we are winning this game of football tonight. It's going to be, if anything, a draw and Liverpool just not converting their chances. I mean, it's either one of the two. It's either that or Liverpool will win. Um, the likelihood of Dominic Calvert-Lewin playing tonight, I just can't see it happening. I think Dyche is going to put him in favour for the other games ahead, the more likely winnable games ahead. With Beto out, Coleman out as well. It could be Yusuf Chimiti tonight. He could make himself a hero at Everton Football Club if he played well tonight or scored and won us the game. But, that's like, again, dreamland stuff. In my opinion, there's absolutely no chance we are picking up a win here. Klopp's going to go away from Liverpool with a undefeated record at Goodison Park, which it's embarrassing. You're in a Premier League team, you should be competing, especially in the Merseyside derby. You've got your fans behind your back the whole game, and you can't beat your opposition rivals 14 times in a row. It is disgusting to me. I think it is really embarrassing, and I just forgot what that feeling was. I think that's why I overreacted when we beat them at Anfield, even though it didn't feel the same because you don't see the fans, the faces looking glum and fuming that we've beaten them. But we still beat them at the backyard, and it still felt great at the time. It still technically counts as a win at Anfield, and that unwanted record since 1999 vanished. Um, but I would not. I'd love this. I'd love this so much if we won. But we said things before. Crazier things have happened in the Premier League. You just can't. You just will never know. Um, I can imagine he won't start Ashley. I mean, I would imagine he will start Ashley Young, and I think that would be an absolute nightmare scenario. Godfrey isn't much better. I really wouldn't know what to do, to be honest, tonight. I don't really know how you could set up because they're better than us in every department. Um, I don't think it really matters who we set out. They need to give an extra 10% than they normally give. Um, Even if you say that's 100%, you've got to give 110%. If it's 110%, it's got to be 120%. They've got to give that bit more. Um, Concentration level's got to be on point tonight. And we just got to keep these certain players quiet. Luckily, that Diego Jota is out. A player who scored against us many a times. A very underrated player, very good player. Was a kind of a fan of Everton as well, I believe so, or something like that. I used to like watching Everton play back in the day. I remember an interview he did when he was at Wolves. But yeah, he's out. You know, they've got threats all over the place. Salah could play absolutely terrible. Salah could come off for a minute and score. He's just got that about him. But you know, it would be great either way. Listen, I would love nothing more than a win. But if we could draw this game and get another point on the board, which is obviously going to be needed, I'll be very grateful. And to stop them as well for potentially winning the title, just dropping them points again, making them drop points, it would be fantastic. So, you know, a draw could feel like a win, but I'm just getting a bit greedy and ahead of myself that I just really want us to beat them. And it looks like you look at the lineups and you just go, we're probably the least expected to ever win a Merseyside derby if we ever had hope to ever win one since 2010 than now, because the squad just looks weak. There's no attacking threat at all. It's an easy day for Liverpool, in my opinion. It's just going to be backs against the wall, defend, and hopefully we can grind out a point. Um, but yeah, that's if you're gonna give if my opinion on the result, I'm gonna say 2-1 Liverpool. Somehow we're gonna score. I think it'll be from a set piece. Could be a scruffy goal. Um, Nothing scintillating, but obviously I don't want that as the result. If you go, you back the Blues, then don't be a blue. I'm just being realistic. There's no point me getting ahead or hopes in myself. I've had 14 years of this disappointment. Why would I expect anything different tonight? Um, Even if we played well, we just don't seem to have much luck against Liverpool anyway. Um, it's just, yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, I would love to get a draw, but obviously more to get a win, of course. But we've only got ourselves to do it, and if we play to our strengths, defend well, we'll give ourselves every single chance to get something from this game. Anyway, I'm gonna get showered, go to work, unfortunately watch the game, and I'll see you all soon for the match reaction. Peace out.